Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by CyberVenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for CyberVenger. Today we're doing another in our series of deep dives into the 110 controls of the NIST 800-171 standard. For those that don't know, the NIST 800-171 applies to pretty much anyone doing business with the Department of Defense or other federal agencies regarding the protection and control of controlled unclassified information, or CUI. If you're handling this information, you're going to want to follow every one of our deep dives into every one of these controls, as everyone is important and you're required to do this automatically. There are some discussions about becoming certified in that regard in order to win business, but that's not necessarily something you have to wait for, because if you're already handling CUI, then you must already be doing what you are asked to do in these controls. So this control is 3.3.5, and it's going further on some of the more recent controls we've had. We're talking about auditing and logging. This one specifically says, in fact, we look down here. Here is our NIST 3.3.5. It says that we need to correlate, audit, and record, review, analysis, and reporting processes for investigation and response to indications of unlawful, unauthorized, suspicious, or unusual activity. Real dry legalese kind of explanation. But basically, it's just saying you need a way to review all your logs and, store them for forensic analysis. Forensic meaning after something happens, you want to go through the logs and see if you can see how it happened, when it happened, what exactly happened, what might have been taken, what wasn't, that kind of thing. By doing that, by having these logs available, you can help to do forensics. So we have logs on our systems. We've talked about that already. There are some tools that are going to help us review the logs faster, catch things in progress, because it's always better to catch them in progress than have to dig in reverse and figure out what happened. There are something called a SIM solution. It's a whole class of products out there. There's a bunch of them. We're going to cover briefly. Splunk is one. And I'm going to talk about syslog servers. There's kind of ways to do this. So if you have a firewall and a virtual infrastructure like VMware or something, and of course Windows and any other device that's generating logs and event viewers, you want to be able to capture that information and you want to store it off-site. By off-site, I mean off the device that's doing the recording. The idea being is that device get compromised, the first thing the bad guy's going to want to do is delete the logs. So you want to have those logs safely somewhere else on some kind of syslog server or something. So this says that we need to be able to correlate all these different logs. We need to be able to search them. It's some kind of tool to manage it. It's really about log management. It's kind of sort of a redundant requirement compared to 3.3 and 3.4, but really it calls out the fact that you need to be able to organize all this stuff, because you can have so many different data points in an enterprise, or even a small medium business can have a lot of data points. So you should be using some kind of tool. It doesn't obviously talk about exactly what tool you need to use. Standards like this are almost always vendor agnostic, but that you should be using something. So one of the common tools that we have to show off here is Splunk. I have not used Splunk a whole lot myself, but it's a real famous tool, so I think I'd be remiss in not at least mentioning it. Here's the website. I'm not going to deep dive into this. That's not what this particular video is about. I'll let you all take a look at that for yourselves, for your organization. But that's what it does. It collects data points from S&MP traps, from I think it does syslogging as well. Talk to Event Viewer from Windows, and other methods of intake for logging. And by doing that, you can search for things. You can dig around. You can collate them. You can review and manage them a little easier. It'll do alerting. So if certain kinds of certain kind of events happen, you could trigger an email alert or a pager alert or whatever's going to get somebody's attention to respond to it. And that's exactly what this requirement is asking for. And of course, we also have Kiwi Syslog Day. Kiwi Syslog, an oldie but a goodie. I believe, SolarWinds owns these guys now. So it's at SolarWinds site. It's a free one, free trial, but they have a free version, I think, as well. And there's a video in here. I'm not going to play the video because that would be kind of redundant, playing a video inside of a video you're already watching. So again, you could do that yourselves. But the idea, what a syslog server is it runs a particular protocol called syslog. Kiwi is just one of many that are out there. It's a popular one, so I included it. as an example. But basically, any system you have that supports syslog standard, which is usually many, like switches and firewalls, will commonly do that, can push these alerts that they get to this syslog server, any kind of alert, and it steadily streams there. So it gets that information off the local logs and onto your single server. And as long as the server is listening and responding, it'll grab all that information and store it, making it easier to protect, to back up, to analyze, gives you a single point to focus your attention, a single dashboard, if you will. That's a kind of selling point in a lot of products, right? Well, that's kind of what they're looking for. So those are just two quick products out there to give you the idea of what this requirement's about. It's really very simple. It just wants you to have tools and methods at hand to be able to quickly parse through all your logs and make sense of the data you're seeing, because logging is big. Gluttonous amounts of information are available if you're, kind of a masochist and like reading really dry logs for hours and hours. So you have to spend some time and energy regularly fine-tuning what you are and are not paying attention to in your logging. So that's all I got. I think I kind of got the point across in this requirement. I am Andy with Cybervenger. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.